Hey everybody, Nick here. Welcome back to the channel. Now in this video I want to talk about something that I think is very important if you want to be able to survive in this life, make it, get ahead in this life. And it's not guaranteed, obviously. Nothing in this existence is a guarantee. But I think what a lot of people don't seem to realize is that you really have to look out for yourself. You really have to do what's best for yourself. It may sound, selfish and whatnot, but I really do think that if you don't act selfish a little bit in this life, you're always going to be trying to do things for everyone else, especially if you're a good person, right? If you're a good person, you care about others, you're always going to go out of your way to help them. You're never going to do anything for yourself. And there's nothing wrong with helping people once in a while, but you have to keep in mind most people in this world, and I am making a very bold claim there, most people in this world are, not in a good standing. I mean, we're all paying bills. We're all stuck to having to work. We're all having to stuck losing our time, giving our time away to the system, okay? The system in which we live in this realm. But I think people need to really start being a little bit more selfish and do things for yourself, myself included. I'm always too busy trying to help others, and I often neglect myself. And it's not just financially and all those things. I do treat myself every once in a while, whatever it is I feel like having. And you should do that too. But it's like, it's a fight against myself because I think of possibilities how I could get money, get the means to somewhat try to escape from the rat race and not worry about bills and not worry about having to worry about paying all the things that you have to. Not just bills, but like food and the things that our body basically makes us a prisoner of, the urges of having to eat and, take a bath, and which, okay, we have no choice, right? Those are things we sort of have to do, take care of our health, otherwise you're going to face even more consequences. But the point is, you really have to try to be more selfish. You have to tell people no if you can't help them. Even if you can help them, you have to survive. You have to do what it is you want to do in this life. I sort of touched on this in the last video, in one of my last videos, talking about how people don't live their lives and it's wasted. It's the same thing, except this is kind of a solution to the problem. When you think about, even like when you think about, I can't afford that trip or I can't afford this may sound like bad financial advice, but you got to do it. You have to find a way to have money to go and just take that goddamn trip, buy that thing that you have been wanting to have. I know I am quite the minimalist. I believe in minimalism. But hell, if you want to have that thing, have it. Buy it. Go have that dessert or whatever it is you're craving. I know that you have to have money. I'm not disillusioned by that. Find the money somewhere. Take it out of a loan. I don't know. Who the hell cares at the end of the day? I'm not saying get into like thousands and thousands of dollars in debt, which a lot of people do have already. But you have to think of it this way. No one knows when we're going to go. And you just have to live for yourself. Do things you want to do. Fuck what other people say. Yeah, I know it sounds easy when I'm a guy who has no kids and things like that. And I know people have families, and find a damn way, okay? Do things for yourself, because no one's going to do it for you. I've noticed that as I get older, fewer and fewer people really give a shit about me. You know, I don't have my mother anymore. I don't have, I don't talk with most of my siblings for reasons that, you know, are good reasons, because I don't need toxic people in my life. I no longer have some of the closest people I have in my life. Sure, I have a girlfriend, but that's not, you know, it's not a definite thing. You never know what can happen. She does help me. She's like one of the only people that helps me, which is great. But I also tell her, do things for yourself as well. I don't want to have to do everything for other people, and I'm tired of doing it. I guess it kind of goes against who I am. I might sound like I'm yammering on here, but you have to just do things rather than thinking, oh, I don't have the money or I don't have the time. It's usually one or the other, no time or no money, or both. Damn well find a way. Be selfish. Stop helping everybody. Stop caring about other people, because most people do not care about you. I'm not saying not everyone has somebody. Of course people have family that care about them. Of course people that have friends, but the grand scheme of things, they're in it to help themselves too, to see what they can get from people. This might sound like really kind of a nasty message, but I think it's also a positive one for yourself, for myself. Like, I went on a trip last year. I did it. I don't care. I owe a few $1,000s in credit card bills. I don't care. I'm going to pay it off slowly or whatever. But I did it. I went to see the birthplace of my father, my grandmother, and it was important to me. For me, it was priceless. But that's just me. You have to find stuff that you just want to do for yourself, that you've always wanted to do. No one's going to do it for you. If someone helps you out, that is a rarity these days in 2025. Because things are getting more difficult out there. Things are getting more expensive. Everyone's just so down. Yes, not everybody. I know I'm always going to get someone coming here. Hey, cheer up. Look on the bright side. Okay, if that works for you, do it. But do you. Do what you want to do. If you're a single person, you want to go, you know, have a bunch of women, whatever, as long as it's not going to hurt somebody else or cause harm to somebody else, go for it. Stop wasting time. I had a message on my channel, and someone was saying, forget about yourself, you should be helping others mainly, and this and that, and not doing what you want to do only. I don't know where this person gets this idea from. And sure, you could have a balance. You can help some people that you believe deserve the help. You can be there for that person who you think deserves your attention. Me, I have only a handful of friends, and every single one of them that I have, I can count on. They can count on me, and they literally can count them on on one hand. And that's rare in this. I mean, it's rare to even have a few that you can trust fully, at least in my opinion. I mean, I don't know, but it's rare that people have so many close friends, so many people that, you know, you get these people who claim they have so many friends. You see their Facebook or whatever, and they have like 1,000, 2,000 people on their Facebook. Come on, you really are close friends with all those people? No one has even the time to do that, to give to all these people. I would rather have 3 or 4 or 5 really close people that I can trust, that I've known actually for two of them, at least 20 years I've known. I knew another guy who for 25 years, but he went off the radar. Can't count on that guy. He was a nice guy, but can't do much about it. People change. Family members, I have maybe two people in my entire family that I can trust fully, and that's it. That I can count on. So for me, I have to look out for myself. I have to find ways that I can get ahead. Obviously, I'm not going to do criminal activity. But I mean, I'll give you an example. If you know somebody that, even if they're family or not family, and you can help them and you'll get something in return, do it. Do it. If they'll leave you some money, maybe some older person that you know, maybe a family member or something. I know that sounds very conniving and very degenerate activity or actions. But if you're doing it and you literally are helping, out of the goodness of your heart, obviously thinking of getting something in return, there's nothing wrong with that. In this day and age, I mean, shit. Obviously don't ask them. That would be really bold. But if they are willing to leave you something, or they help you out with something, even if it's not on a will or something, if it's just they buy you a dinner, or you gotta take advantage of that. I don't believe in doing it, maliciously or anything like that, but try to get something. Things are very hard to come by these days. It really is. I hope that I'm sending a positive message somewhat, but it's also the truth, I think a lot of people are selfish, so this message is probably going to be for people who don't even, won't even think twice about doing what I'm saying. But there's still quite a lot of people out there who will not just do things for themselves. That's just what it is. But a lot of people are really out for themselves, so you do what they're doing, because if you don't, you're gonna get left behind in this shit. You're not gonna survive. Sure, a lot of people will ask, what is the point of surviving anyway if it's just all gonna end? What choice do we have? You could give up and just say, I don't want to play the game. Okay, then you're going to really be in more suffering. You're going to be suffering way more, needlessly. So the message of this is, be more selfish. Try to do things for yourself more. Try to get ahead, even if it means somebody else is giving you something. That's all I can really say. It's just, in this cruel, demonic hell realm place, it seems like that's the only way to get ahead anyway. I don't see these corporations, I don't see these people who have all this money doing things the genuine way. I'm not saying stoop to their level, but I'm just simply saying you have to even the playing field a little bit, and you gotta do at least some of the things that they do to get ahead. Sure, they've done terrible things to come into money. These globalists, do all kinds of things, bidding. They do the bidding of these, whoever is manipulating this realm. It's obvious, just the way things are. So that's my message in this video is, be more selfish. Do things for you. Look out for number one. And if you've been doing everything the right way and just go, staying the straight path, the straight and narrow, and it hasn't been working, shouldn't the opposite work? That's just, what I thought of today talking about. So let me know what you think. Are you going to try and be more selfish and do things for yourself, help yourself more? Or are you going to continue to live the same way that you have? Let me know. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video very soon. Bye for now.